What is going on, guys? So, got a little surprise for you. We are now in South Korea. But yeah, alhamdulillah, decided to make a trip to South Korea. Again, a few more other places that we want to show you guys. So we went from Tokyo, Narita Airport, to, I think it's called Incheon Airport. Let's crack on and let's see what South Korea has in store for us. We're here for 2 days. Well, 3 nights, 2 days, 2 full days, and then we fly out on Friday to another lovely destination. So let's give it a shot. Let's show you guys what the hype is when it comes to South Korea. First thing you got to do in South Korea on the first morning is to have some coffee. Start the day off right. So we found a place. It was a recommendation. It's called Queen's Cafe. I think there's 2, so we couldn't really decide between the 2, but we got 2 days here, so we'll go to one this morning and then we'll go to one tomorrow morning. And they do like a beautiful bakery. The croissants are big, size of my head, firm as well. So obviously when it's firm, you know, second you bite into it, it's going to be crumbly. But it looks nice. I'm going to try the coffee as well, give it a shot, see how it is compared to obviously Japan, because by far Japan has been the best place for coffee no matter where I've been in the world. I haven't traveled to everywhere in the world, to like all the other countries, but Japan by far has been #1. South Korea, I'm curious, it looks quite nice. It's quite a big mug though, so they're not stingy on the portions. So yeah, let's give it a shot. First things first, let's try this pan au chocolat. Oh, really nice. I guess better. For me, when you're having a croissant or a pan au chocolat is a filling. Obviously, if it's got a chocolate filling, it's gonna kill it for me. But sometimes it can be a little bit too rich, or you can't get the flavors right. But this is nice. It's quite firm though, but when you bite into it, it does get a bit softer. So I guess that helps. The next up is the coffee shoffee. Oh, it's nice. When you see my face like this, when you see this happen, you know it's good coffee. To be honest, this coffee, yeah, it's a little bit stronger than what you get in Japan, but it is really, really nice. I feel like everywhere I go, I just say it's nice. Innit? I'm not gonna sit there and be like, the coffee bean is X amount stronger than the other coffee bean and the mug, the proportion. I'm not about that life, man. It's nice, it's nice. If it's not, I'm gonna say it's not. But so far, it's not. It's good. Right guys, so we have entered one of the palaces here in Seoul. I think it's called the Mongdong Palace. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it is beautiful. It looks like, I think in Japan they call it like a shrine or whatnot, but it looks beautiful. It's humongous, absolutely massive. So if you look over here, that's like the main area. You see a lot of people, not just South Korean people, but a lot of people of all ethnicities and backgrounds actually dressed in the traditional South Korean sort of outfit just to take some fancy photos. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, you know, the scenery is incredible behind it. It's got some beautiful mountains, and it's actually not far from where we're staying, but I think it's in the Mongdong. We call it the Mongdong. I think it's in the Mongdong area, so that's probably why it's called the palace, but there's only two. This is the big one. This is the more popular one that a lot of people recommend. Sorry guys, I made a little mistake there. So it's not called, so I think it's in the Mongdong area. Let me see, I'm going to check Google Maps right now for you guys. It's the Gyeongbokgung Palace. So Gyeongbokgung Palace. I'm going to repeat that several times until I get it right, but this is basically the main palace to go visit. I keep spinning around in circles, but just look how incredible it is. We are now currently heading to the main shopping district. I think it's called Myeongdong. So it started raining before as we left where the palace was. I had to put the camera away and we walked it down. We wanted an Uber, but I think because it's such a busy high street, Ubers or any taxi doesn't really stop there. You have to walk down. But as we were walking, we checked on maps and it's actually not too far away, so we decided to just make our way down here. So let's crack on with the next adventure. Let's see this high street, let's see what it's got to offer. It's meant to be really popular and famous. Just at the end of it is the Korean Tower, so we're gonna obviously go up that tower later on tonight. So let's crack on with this adventure. Guys, I do apologize if you've seen a little flicker through the screen. It's a bit difficult. The light here in Korea is a little bit different to what we were experiencing in Japan and then also the UK. So I've had to just alter the settings a little bit and figure out how to do that. Nevertheless, this street or this market area is absolutely crazy. There's so many different side streets, so many different avenues, and it's all really good for like skincare, especially for women and stuff like that. But they do obviously offer it for men. But there's loads of little shops, markets, places to eat. It's just never ending. Like, we've literally only ended up on like the second side street and there's still so many more to see. And I'm not gonna lie, you do get a bit overwhelmed. So, you know, if you are gonna come, stay for a few nights so you can explore it. And at night when all the lights come on, it's quite beautiful and remarkable to see. So definitely recommend this place. It's Myeongdong shopping district. You don't need to select a particular place. Once you get here from the main high street, you'll be able to sort of navigate through and figure everything out. Just had a bit of sweet and sour chicken, Korean style chicken. As you can see, I got it from a halal stand. Unsurprisingly, there's quite a few halal places here, and they even have a halal certificate just to show you guys that it's halal. The people working there won't halal. The people working there, I think, so I asked one of the guys, is he a Muslim? And he told me that he's not a Muslim, but the fact that he's gone out, got a certificate, got halal food, got halal chicken, and done that especially for people like us, and they're so nice and caring towards us. Sweet and sour, it was okay. I'm more of a spicy kind of guy, but I think if I was to try it again, I'll get spicy. But I asked him what's the best flavour, and he told me that sweet and sour is the best one. So yeah, why not give it a shot? Always go for their recommendation, then obviously after that I can try what I want. Now we just sat down. I'm gonna go into the 7-Eleven, get some drink because I'm thirsty, head back to the hotel, freshen up, and then make our way back to the Tokyo Tower and take a look at the skyline at night. Because one thing I've realised is that anywhere in Asia at night is the best place to be. Looking fresh, feel good, had a shower, time to pray, and then we're gonna head out to Seoul Tower. We have made it to Seoul Tower. Very hard to get to, so just be wary. When you get here, there's a bus that gets you here. Taxis don't come here, or you can get cable carts, but we are here. Right guys, so we have finished from the Seoul skies. So guys, we have finished from Seoul Tower. One thing I want to let you guys know of is that it's an amazing place. The sort of views that you get of Seoul are stunning. It's probably the equivalent of Japan's Shibuya Sky, and there's also a tower in Japan as well that you can go check out as well. Sorry, when I mean Japan, I mean Tokyo. The only thing is, because it's at night and the windows are a little bit dirty and mucky, so if anything, I end up just seeing my own reflection. The most difficult part is getting to Seoul Tower. So for example, if you get a taxi, it's gonna drop you off right at the bottom of the mountain or the hill. But it's not even a hill, it's not even one road, where it literally is like a mountain. And the only way to get to the top is you have to get a bus. But now the buses don't accept cash, they want this card. You have to get it from a convenience store, put money on the card, and then that bus will then take you to where it is. It's an O1A or an O1B bus that takes you there. And then vice versa, you get the bus back down. The only thing is, the bus, when it's coming back down, you don't know where it's going to stop. And the area isn't too familiar. The one piece of advice I'll give you guys is that when you're doing Uber, it will take some time to find a driver. Sometimes you might have to just flag a taxi down and just jump in, but we got there. End of the day, we still managed to tick off our list, and now we're here in a very DESI area. This restaurant is called Bombay Grill. I'm reading off the menu. Truly Halal Food Bombay Grill. It's right down the road from this other restaurant we wanted to try, which is Hur. Opposite that is one called Kevran. Kevran is Turkish. I'm sure they got one in Tottenham. This area is by far the best area for food. So if you're a DESI person, you're a DESI food lover like me, then you definitely come down here. We're gonna have some authentic DESI food. They call it Bombay Grill, but to be honest, I think it's owned by Pakistanis. So yeah, you'll be loving it. You get some DESI food. Even if you're far from home, there's only so much Japanese Korean food you can have, and you want that DESI flavor. So definitely come down. I'll show you the food. It looks tasty on the menu. I hope my kid likes it, and then we shall enjoy that and maybe order even a margherita pizza in about a few hours. It's the ritual of this holiday. Eat once, eat twice, eat thrice. Let's dive into this beautiful spicy chicken. Oof, oof. Bismillah. It's just like homemade. Stunning. Spicy as well. Oh, I love it. What a meal. I smashed down 2 dishes. I was so hungry, but the taste of it was beautiful. We're almost at the hotel. It was so difficult getting a taxi. You know, one thing I'll tell you guys is that Uber is nowhere near as efficient in South Korea as it is in Japan. So I recommend people to maybe download a different app, but have Uber as a backup. But it's tough, man. Finally made it back to the hotel because we just flagged down a taxi. So now we're gonna just chill, pray, read namaz. I'm out of breath, and then knock out.